Namaskar, warm welcome, good evening. My name is Srujan Rajput and welcome to this special 5-day, 5-hour online training program on cyber security concern in emerging technologies. Organized by CIET, that is Central Institute of Educational and Technology, NCRT, New Delhi, with the collaboration of Indian Cybercrime Coordination Center, 14C, Ministry of Home Affairs, MHA, to enhance the understanding of teachers, students and educators and various stakeholders on social media and its various aspects related to cyber security. On day 1, we are going to talk about Internet of Things, IoT. So that's a very important topic, and beyond this, you are all watching us on eVidya channel number 6 to 12 on our official YouTube channel on NCERT official. So we have a guest for this particular topic, and this is a training program for all the viewers and all the stakeholders for this. On this training program, day 1 we are talking about Internet of Things, IoT, and on day 2 ransomware, emerging threats and its countermeasures. This is the topic for day 2. And on day 3, we all learn artificial intelligence AI attacks. So this is also an important one topic. And on day 4, we are going to learn online banking and cyber security concerns. On day 5, demystifying cyber threats. This is the topic for day 5. So training starts from today, that is 5th Feb 2024, and the last day on 9th Feb, that is on 5th day of our official training program will be end, and a quiz will be conducted for all of you. If you score more than 70% of marks and above that, the quiz for participation certificate will be allowed to you, given to you. So in this quiz, for this quiz you have to share your queries, your questions, if there is any. There are so many mediums to connect with us. First of all, I will tell you about this quiz. So you have to, first of all, you have to conduct in this 70% marks, or in above the 70% marks will give you the participation certificate. So in this quiz, I wish you all the very best for this quiz, to you, all of you. Watch all the 5 sessions, and there are so many mediums what I told you about to connect with us. There is a phone number that's also flashing on your screen. Please feel free to connect with us if your any queries and any doubts. Our guest will love to answer your questions and queries. So feel free to call us on 8800-440-559. And we have a particular mail ID for this session, that is training.helpdesk@ciet.nic.in. Beyond this medium, you can also comment your queries and question on live chat box of YouTube. So there are so many mediums to connect with us, and I told you about this training program and our quiz also. So best of luck for quiz, and for quiz, for better participation of quiz, you have to watch all the 5 sessions, and towards the end of this session I will explain you how to register and how to participate in this session in this training program. Our viewers connected with us, and so first of all let me introduce with our today's guest, Sir Shri Amit Giri ji with us. Sir is a consultant from 14C MH. Sir, namaskar, warm welcome.
Namaskar.
So in this particular session, we are going to talk about Internet of Things. I am sure you all are interested to know what is this about cyber security concern in emerging technologies, and what we are going to learn on Internet of Things. So please elaborate the topic for our viewers.
So we'll just begin this entire session that we have for around 5 days, and that too on emerging technologies. It becomes very important for all the students, especially all the school students, all the college going students, and even technology professionals, to understand what different domains, what are the most progressive technologies of date going to be in the near future. One of those most important is Internet of Things and mobile security. In this session primarily we will be covering Internet of Things. As the name itself indicates, Internet of Things is something, is an entire infrastructure that revolves around the internet.
Yes.
So any electronic device capable of connecting to the internet either via cable or through Wi-Fi is a member or component of Internet of Things.
Wow.
Now, why Internet of Things is occupying all the industries and all the different even now smart homes and the general general people's daily life is because of the different dependencies that we have and the industries have on a day-to-day basis. So, how easily these components, how easily these gadgets are able to connect together and be able to perform tasks which on a daily basis we feel that if someone could do for us, something like that. So, Internet of Things is majorly a technology based on that, and why it is growing as of now, as of date, is because of the ease of internet that we currently have, especially in India. The 5G connections that we see across India is not to be found anywhere else in the world probably.
Yes.
So, the most number of electronic devices, mobile phones, each and every mobile phone having a 5G connection is almost near to impossible in any part of the world right now. Along with that, even the fiber internet, the broadband internet connections is also like on a rise and almost everywhere. So, now all the different electronic devices, say example, if you look around yourself right now, you will see several IoT devices around you. Say the biggest example, obviously, just as I told you, all the mobile phones are 5G devices, are IoT devices. Along with, you may have different routers, you may have your system, you may have air conditioners, you may have refrigerators along with you, you may have tablets or phones or gaming consoles, your television, all those, you kind of name any device around you right now, and any device which is which the different companies are manufacturing. Say, take an example of Samsung. Samsung 5 years or 4 years from now, if you were to purchase an AC, it might not have the support of IoT, or it might not be Wi-Fi enabled, right? But right now, if you go and to any good electronic manufacturer, all the devices that they manufacture will be coming with an OS, will be coming with a Wi-Fi capability, will be coming with an UI which can be easily connected with your phone.
Yeah.
So it kind of becomes remoteless. Remoteless in the sense, you need not have a separate RFID device which needs to operate that. So just like you just lie down on your bed and you have the you just install the ACs, Samsung ACs application in your phone, you are able to connect and change your temperature. You are able to, when you travel from your office back home, you are able to switch on your AC so that when you reach home, you need not, you find the temperature as per your requirement, and several other things such as in villages, in remote areas. You take an example of farmers who are dependent on irrigation systems, who are dependent on different ways of farming, different things, components that they require on a daily basis for performing their deeds for agriculture.
Yes.
Right from irrigation to crop harvesting to loading them and bringing them back to their respective homes and all.
Yes.
So all these things will be requiring have become so easy now with the usage of IoT devices. So we'll going forward in the PPT also we'll see an example how the implementation of IoT has brought this ease into even the farmers' lives. So these are just basic examples how technology along with basic internet connection and a mobile phone are able to perform your daily duties so easily, so it becomes hassleless, without any hassle. So something like that. So we'll just look into that, and the different things that we'll be covering right now are understanding Internet of Things, usefulness of IoT, cyber security issues. Now this remains a challenge globally. So globally, IoT having been launched around 10 years or 10 years, 15 years down the old now, 10 to 15 years old now, still the global standards for each and every protocol, the global standards of communications, the global standards of security within the different components or different devices used in IoT are not in sync right now. So there's no global common common ground or global principles through which it can be governed. So, it is something like that which still remains a grey area, like lot of work still needs to be done. Different manufacturers, all the different companies, all the different components, all different organizations who are into drafting these policies, who are into drafting this all these different components of IoT. All of these need to come in sync. All of these need to stick together and draft all these different principles which will govern IoT across the globe in future. So, that still remains a challenge. Also, we will be seeing, if time permits us, we will be seeing few safe usage of Internet of Things, which will be covering mobile security, network device security, and data security if time permits us. So, we will just go ahead. Now, this is the example that I just talked about. On the left side, you see a farmer's house which barely has the basic necessities. It only has the basic necessities that we see in a typical village. The left side shows that, and the right side shows water being pumped out in the drain that is used for irrigation of the entire field of that farmer. Now, this farmer used to take around travel time, which you see in the slide, around 2 hours of time to just go to the field, switch on the motor and stay there for that time, switch it off and come back and sleep again. So, entire day, if the crops have been planted, everything is fine, only irrigation remains the challenge. He still needs to go daily to the field just to switch on, sit there, wait there, switch off the motor and come back again. So, now with the usage of implementation of IoT, the same farmer could simply download an application on his phone, and while sleeping or just lying down, while doing his daily routine activities within his home, he was able to switch on the motor and everything, just like he used to go to the field and perform the different or see how irrigation is happening. Everything is being taken care of from within the home, and switching off the motor as well. So, this saved almost an entire day for the farmer.
Yes.
So, this is a simple implementation, the simplest implementation of IoT within remote areas or rural areas. This is one of those, and yeah. So, this just explains the architecture that the entire ecosystem of this example usage. You can see that the mobile phone mobile app to control the motor and internet connectivity from his home to this particular motor. So, this is again, just as I said, the backbone of IoT remains internet connection, a very good internet connection. So, this remains the backbone. So, internet connection, and then the moment the farmer switches on the motor on his mobile application, it communicates straight away to the mobile tower which we have shown there, and then it gives a command to the motor to switch on. So, this is how the entire flow works within this entire ecosystem. Also, IoT devices have this example that we have given here of IP cameras. This example, now all these cameras are also coming with IoT enabled as IoT enabled devices. So, these features used to be there earlier also, wherein different cameras are positioned at different angles and different views, and all of them are collaborated, but now it has become so easy that a single application is able to handle and control all these different, even control all these cameras and also show the view. So, the view used to be there earlier also, but controlling all the cameras was not that easy on a mobile phone. But now with the integration of IoT in these cameras, in these devices, even these mobile phones are able to control all these different cameras, move them, change angles, all those different activities are able to they are able to do with the help of this simple mobile phone. So, these are a few examples how 5G and a good internet connection have resulted in the growth of IoT devices, and those in turn those including those IoT devices in the daily life, how they have brought ease to the entire normal citizens life. So, this is how it is, and again this slide just shows how the different things, or what all different things IoT is currently impacting across the globe. So, we see the cloud, we see the normal citizens home, which we normally call a smart home concept. So there are many companies in the market right now which are into smart home building. Smart home building in the sense they are able to with the use of different IoT devices, they are able to bring around all the different components, and they are able to show a very smart home, which we will later see in a video. So you will understand what is the concept of this smart home. So if you Google right now and you want to convert your home also into a smart home, you can Google and you will get to see many companies, and you can see what all different things they are doing for you, what all different features they are providing. Like the moment you enter the home, you walk 10 meters, one light gets switched on. You walk 5 more meters, second light gets switched on within the corridor. You walk towards the washroom and it is morning time, and there is sunlight or something, your geyser automatically gets switched on, and it knows you have already pre set the temperature that this much is the temperature that I want ultimately. So or there is a auto cut after that automatically. When you sit near the table, automatically the fan gets switched on. You walk near the TV and sit on the sofa, automatically your TV gets switched on. So these are few concepts of smart home and smart home devices, which if you Google you will see several companies which are into this, and if you want to get your home also to be converted into a smart home, you can get that done. This is a very small example of a simple switch from Wipro. So it is hard to believe that now almost the tiniest of devices will be coming with a chip enabled within them, and all of them can be connected to the internet, and all of them become a part of the IoT entire ecosystem. They become a part of the IoT ecosystem. So these are few things which even a normal citizen, if you get time and if you get a chance, everyone should at least see the interface, how it is being used, how what all different things it can help you with. And in this example, we have used the example of a switch from Wipro, and deliberately we have given this link from Amazon. So if anyone wants, you can also buy this and just see how a IoT device functions. So this switch, when you buy in the booklet guide how to use this, you will find the link to download application for this. So there's an inbuilt application which you can find on Play Store. You can download the application, install it on your phone, and from then on, when you plug it inside and use your AC or your TV, your geyser, anything that you use, you can see the different patterns, the timings that you have been using it from day to day. On a daily basis, how many hours you have been using. So it will show you a graph. It will show you how much consumption is happening, how much electricity you have consumed, or how much you are consuming. So something like that. So all the different it's a very beautiful UI that will show you several features, several things that you want to see on a single screen as a graph, or as a different ways to show that. So this is how easy it is for people who have not used, or who are not much familiar with IoT devices. You can try these examples. Not only this, even if you only on Amazon or normal Google search also if you do, and if you just search that what is the smallest or the cheapest IoT device that I can use and I can see, I can get a feel of, you can Google and you can buy those devices and use it and see how easy it is and what all different eases it brings into a common person's life. So now this is the smart home that I was talking about. I have already explained all that, so we will not go in detail, but this is how it is: curtain, window, host, motion sensors, LED lights, TVs, TV box, hi-fi, air conditioners, switches, everything. So even curtains, the moment the person is walking towards the window, the curtain automatically starts rolling up and rolling down. So something like that. Even your kettle, cooker, even lights, kitchens, everything is automated, and it's kind of that it understands your behavior on a daily basis, what all how your movement is, generally what all different angles you take, you walk through when you in your home or something like that. So it is trained, it understands all of that, and based on that it is placed at those places which initially those experts, they know that these things need to be placed at these places, based on which they are used. So, something like that.
They learn our habits.
Yes. So, I not say the these devices learn the habits, because for that they will need to be in future, even that is going to happen, because that is something which requires AI, artificial intelligence, so and machine learning, which will make these devices learn the behavior of a user. So, probably in going future we even might have those. So, in medical industry, just as we talked about the smart home concept, in medical industry also we have several devices. You can see this. So, we already are aware of these acupuncture or blood sample checking devices for sugar control. So, your sugar level needs to be checked. Those devices are there. Pacemakers are there. Pacemakers, which generally heart patients they have. You have injections, you have thermometers, you have lenses, you have stethoscopes, and several other devices which are based on IoT. So, a normal patient who uses a pacemaker on a daily basis can check his health on his mobile phone with the usage of these applications or these IoT enabled devices. Also, your Fitbit bands that you see on smart watches or smart bands that people wear, those are examples of IoT devices wherein each and every footstep, your heart rate, your pulse rate, each and every detail is monitored. So, the purpose again of all these devices is to bring along all the different features, all the different parameters that you want to see, bring them together in one screen, in one chart as a single UI, right. So, bring your heart rate at once, bring your footsteps, bring your sleep time, bring your running time, walking time, all separately and in one single UI. So, something like that. So, these medical devices also they are controlled by IoT. Say example, in a ICU, a patient is being injected or needs to be injected with
or using by robot technology.
Yes. Robotic arms as well. Robotic arms, doctors performing any operations remotely. So, the doctor is sitting at some other place and he just has a console with him. He just has a console, and with his console he is able to move his left finger. There are buttons for the left finger. There are several joysticks on the forefinger, middle finger. All these different controls are there. He just controls all those different buttons, and the robotic arm automatically performs the surgery based on from a different location. So, it's something like that. Also, the injection that I was talking about. So, sugar patients need to be given insulin at different intervals. So, even those insulin injecting devices are controlled with these devices. So, they are completely automated. So, doctor or the person who is responsible for all that has already set the limits and is connected to the internet. Everything is there, and automatically it can be it can take care, and periodically it can increase or decrease based on the need as it is programmed to do. So, it will perform all that. Now, how IoT works initially itself, we have covered all this. Again, so this becomes the end user. Ultimately, your mobile phone or a tablet or laptop or your desktop, any system becomes your end user. So, I am the end user, I am the normal citizen. I become the end user of using this mobile phone or the laptop. The entire result or the output I will be seeing on these screens. The input, now coming back to the entire architecture, input goes through several things. So, even this will give the input, but there is something known as cloud in between. So, why we name it as cloud is because now the devices, all the different devices are such huge in number that the resources required to control them cannot be handled by a normal standalone server or a normal standalone supercomputer as well. So, all the instructions that we give. So, if I give an instruction on my mobile phone that this AC needs to go 10 degrees more, तो मुझे 10 डिग्री और बढ़ाना है इसका टेम्परेचर. When I give the command from here, it goes first to the traverses through the cloud. Within the cloud there is the interface which is controlling both the smartphone application as well as the device. So, the entire core engine lies on the cloud. अब इसमें there are several big companies such as Microsoft, IBM, Amazon, Facebook, YouTube, all of these companies have their own IoT engines. IoT engines wherein each and everything that is required for a complete IoT infrastructure setup, they have developed all that and put it all together on cloud. Now, if any industry, say a big company comes to them and says that I have a very huge task to be taken care by IoT devices or IoT infrastructure, this company will need to purchase a license, take a license or purchase a license from this big companies such as Microsoft, Amazon, all these examples that I gave. They will take a license, they will get a separate infrastructure for their entire ecosystem. And then, just I gave an example, if I give a command to increase the temperature by 10 degrees, it first goes to this cloud engine, and from there is a messaging bus, there is a messaging application which will give a command to the finally to the hardware device. So, which may be the AC, which may be a fan, which may be a light or anything else. That thing gives the command to these devices to finally function, to finally start running or stop running. So, this is how for a normal student or for a normal layman, they should understand like that once the command goes from here, it goes to the cloud engine or the entire IoT engine that they have set up, and from that engine a messaging bus, messaging protocol will send the connection, will send the instruction to turn on, take the temperature 10 degrees higher or 10 degrees lower, or switch on the fan or switch on the light. So, there's a difference between the communication that my mobile phone does with this IoT cloud infrastructure and the ultimate hardware device like the AC or the light. So, they do not understand each other's language. So, there has to be a mediator. So, that is why the entire IoT entire infrastructure is placed on this cloud, which acts as a mediator between them. So, this is how the entire IoT will work anywhere, right? And there are this is the smallest of example that a normal layman or a normal person at in a home can understand. When we go to the industry level, there are billions of devices to be controlled at once. Example, take the example of a refinery, a petrol refinery, a chemical refinery, जहाँ पे crude oil refine होके ultimately जो है ना distributors के पास जा रहा है. There can be examples of industries जहाँ पे there are several chemicals that needs to be fixed, that need to be mixed, or a separate medicine or a different component altogether needs to be manufactured. All these things are controlled by sensors. So, they are production units जहाँ पे 24/7 those things need to be blended together, those need to be refined. Several sensors, कुछ टेम्परेचर, किसी का ह्यूमिडिटी कभी इंक्रीज करना है, रात में 10 बार ह्यूमिडिटी इंक्रीज करना है, लोअर करना है, टेम्परेचर इंक्रीज करना है, लोअर करना है, एयर प्रेशर इंक्रीज करना है, लोअर करना है, वाटर हो सकता है, हॉट वाटर मिक्स करना है, कोल्ड वाटर मिक्स करना है, वाटर का प्रेशर मिक्स करना, कम करना है या ज़्यादा करना है. सो ऑल दिस डिफरेंट एक्टिविटीज़ आर देयर and on a bulk. So there may be say about 1 lakh such knobs, 1 lakh such switches, 1 lakh such knobs that need to be controlled. So how many people need to be employed for all this? So to safeguard from these activities, IoT comes into picture and helps people in the sense that all these different activities can be automated. एक बार में ही setup कर दिया है कि each and every this humidity control should be maintained between 30 to 40. So it will make sure that all those knobs are increased or decreased within this. It is a messaging bus or a huge infrastructure of messages that continuously keep flowing to all these devices. हर एक device के लिए automatically एक अलग message send होता रहता है. So it will be like a billion messages. It is capable of sending out billions and billions of messages at once to all these devices. या तो किसी को बंद कर रहे हैं, किसी का इंक्रीज कर रहे हैं, कम कर रहे हैं, किसी को स्विच ऑन कर रहे हैं, किसी को कम्प्लीटली शट डाउन कर रहे हैं. ऑल दिस डिफरेंट मैसेजेस विल कीप फ्लोइंग थ्रू आउट द डे अक्रॉस दिस एंटायर क्लाउड इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर विच इज होस्टिंग दिस IoT इंजन. सो IoT इंजन से हमेशा ये मैसेजेस निकलते रहेंगे ऑलवेज. सो दिस इज हाउ दिस इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर इज कंट्रोल्ड in production units for huge heavy industries. So, this is an example of that. Going forward, this is a small example of a Raspberry Pi. I am sure most of the people, students watching, will be aware that this is a small kind of a mini PC, you can say, a mini PC which has a basic components of several USB devices, power supply, processors, RAM is there, all the different things that you can purchase. You can even purchase, you can get it from Amazon or Flipkart or any other outdoor stalls also. You can purchase this and you can implement, you can connect to the cloud, you can connect to the its different connectors, and you can keep using them for different experimental purposes that you may have for your college also, for your institute, for your school, or for normal understanding also. For normal understanding, for carrying out a POC or proof of concept, if you want to showcase something that this no one has thought of, I have come out with this idea that I want to implement, I want to show, you can take this Raspberry Pi and just as I mentioned, Microsoft, Amazon, all these big companies, they have support for this Raspberry Pi devices, wherein you can get their you can connect to their core engines and you can start working. They even give a free cloud setup. You can set up, you can just sign in, create an account, and you can even read the entire document. If you have to clear out few concepts, you can read the entire Microsoft's IoT documentation. You can read, entire detail is there, and even they give the free trial of their servers. So you can set up the server, you can use their IoT engine for your experimental purposes or even for real time projects. You can use all that. Even similarly, Amazon also have the same. So all these big companies have their own infrastructure which they give for free, and students can utilize that for their real time projects. And these are few things which are essential if you want to develop a project, if you want to create something of your own, or even a small example, you just want to try out a small thing. Say example, as we talked about communicating from the smartphone, and you buy a small IoT enabled or Wi-Fi enabled motor which sprinkles water to plants within your home. Within your house there are 5 different plant spots kept together. You want to sprinkle water, so you buy a motor which is Wi-Fi enabled, and you can use all these free resources, just as I gave the example of Microsoft's IoT engine or Amazon's IoT engine. You can use all that and purchase this Raspberry Pi and connect and build a very small program of your own, that every half an hour or every 1 hour it sprinkles water to all those plants. You can write that, but for that you will be required to have at least a basic understanding of Python and Linux fundamentals for handling the server, different server components or different dependencies that you might require from the server end, Linux, networking, very basic things, even a very basic understanding of networking will do, and basic hardware. So what all different, how to connect the different ports, how to connect or how to communicate, how to give a command to a particular component of hardware or something like that. So you need to have a basic understanding of all these different things to be able to run your IoT infrastructure setup, entire thing. Now IoT cyber security issues, if you see, just as cyber security concerns are there across the other domains, similar concerns we have within IoT as well. The major thing I have already explained, already discussed in the beginning of the session, the major challenge being a global common in the sense, all the different devices that are communicating, their communication protocols, and the different security protocols or different security principles that are being used for those connections. For those so those connections need to be secure, right? Billions of devices are authenticating each other. So I give a command to this particular AC, an AC in the other room should not be changed, right? So they have to have a separate secure connection, a unique connection, right? So for that unique connection, they need to exchange tokens, which is a normal normal process in any kind of authentication. They need to exchange tokens and securely connect before giving a command to each other, before understanding each other. So, first they need to establish the identity, whether the messaging bus once it pings it needs to get a reply to understand it is a unique its unique MAC address, its unique identity, that yes, this is the device I want to send this signal to, right. So, it first establishes the identity and then it gives the connection. Now, what instruction needs to be given so that this action is to be taken from the hardware end, from the device. So, these are the different things which happen for billions of devices, and for that a global common has to be there, that what all different security principles need to be used before they establish a secure connection, what all different principles need to be used, what are the different security parameters that need to be followed to keep all the devices secure at once in entire. So, for a particular company, say for NCERT, tomorrow they want to implement IoT devices across the entire building, say including lights, fans, cameras, all electronic gadgets they want to have IoT enabled and control from a single interface. They will need to have they will need to establish this unique identity every time, and there has to be a global common to make sure that this is the bare minimum protocol that you need to follow, right. Someone needs to tell them that this is the bare minimum protocol. So, all these different devices need to connect. For that, global principles have to be there. There are again as in traditional cases, there are cases of malware and virus attacks within IoT devices as well. Say example, if someone is able to compromise your IoT engine itself, your IoT engine, if it gets compromised, someone is able to enter into the IoT engine and take control of that, you cannot even imagine the destruction that can happen. So, billions of devices. I gave the example of petroleum refineries, yes, chemical refineries or chemical composition companies or refineries. Now, say example, if someone gets inside or enters the IoT engine of that particular company, compromises that and changes the humidity, changes the temperature of each and every sensor, जहाँ पे 30 डिग्रीज चाहिए था उसको सबको चेंज करके बिलियंस ऑफ डिवाइसेस आर कनेक्टेड, सबको 100 डिग्री कर दिया मान लो, there will be explosions everywhere, right. There may be damage to human lives. So, those level of dangers or threats still remain, wherein malware and virus attacks are possible on each and every IoT devices as well. There are chances of data leak, or these things have already happened and keep happening again and again, wherein there are data losses from different big companies or even normal mediocre mid-level companies, databases, each and every. So, these IoT devices will be having few fingerprints, will be having few identities, will be having few unique features such as MAC addresses, IP addresses, or unique identity name of each and every electronic device that are being communicated, और उनका अलग-अलग on off हो रहा है या temperature बढ़ाना कम करना हो रहा है. All those different things are happening. All those things are to be saved in a particular database, right? So, there are threats of data leakage from as in any other traditional company. जैसे साइबर सिक्योरिटी का थ्रेट डेटा लीकेज का हमेशा रहता है, वैसे यहाँ पे भी है. इनसिक्योर कम्युनिकेशन, सो दिस इज द वन आई वाज टॉकिंग अबाउट, आई हैव ऑलरेडी एक्सप्लेन दिस. इनसिक्योर कम्युनिकेशन, क्या प्रोटोकॉल यूज करें सेपरेट सिक्योर आइडेंटिटी बनाने के लिए. सो दोज कम्युनिकेशन प्रोटोकॉल्स स्टिल नीड टू बी टेकन केयर ऑफ. देयर हैज टू बी ए ग्लोबल कॉमन. सॉफ्टवेयर वल्नरेबिलिटीज, कोई भी डिवाइस है जिसमें कि ऑपरेटिंग सिस्टम है या वो डिवाइस किसी चीज़ से कनेक्ट कर रहा है, किसी हार्डवेयर से, किसी और डिवाइस से या इंटरनेट से किसी भी रूप में कनेक्शन हो रहा है, दोज डिवाइसेस आर ऑल वल्नरेबल टू हैव सॉफ्टवेयर वल्नरेबिलिटीज. तो जैसे कि हो सकता है कि इसका जो ऑपरेटिंग सिस्टम है वही आउटडेटेड हो गया, हो सकता है ऑपरेटिंग सिस्टम आउटडेटेड हो गया, हो सकता है कोई नया पैच आया उसको इंस्टॉल ना किया हो. सो दोज कीप हैपनिंग. सो देयर आर सॉफ्टवेयर वल्नरेबिलिटीज, देयर आर चांसेस ऑफ साइबर अटैक्स. आई हैव ऑलरेडी सेड दैट हाउ साइबर अटैक्स कैन sabotage or create huge issues in this within this. So, these are the cyber security issues that remain within the IoT infrastructure, and global commons still need to be made. One more small thing that I would like to add is, now along with this insecure communication, so within this insecure communication that we are talking about, जो मैंने बताया कि हर बार एक आइडेंटिटी एस्टैब्लिश करनी है, आइडेंटिटी एस्टैब्लिश होने के बाद ही कमांड दे सकते हैं. सो अब ये भी सोचिए कि अगर इसमें बहुत अच्छा कोई सिक्योर कम्युनिकेशन यूज़ करें, इफ़ दे यूज़ अ वेरी सिक्योर कम्युनिकेशन, द प्राइस ऑफ दैट हार्डवेयर डिवाइस में गो अप. हो सकता है कुछ अच्छा अगर इंप्लीमेंट करें, कुछ अच्छा बनाए तो उसका कॉस्ट ज़्यादा हो जाएगा, लोग फिर खरीदेंगे नहीं. सो दे ऑल दोज थिंग्स नीड टू बी टेकन केयर ऑफ. They need to remain within budget and still have the strongest encryption.
Yeah,
right?
that's possible.
Yeah. So it is something which one thing needs to be compromised for the other, right? So right now that is the scenario. Say example, the Wipro switch that I showed you, or any other electronic component that you take care, that you can see. उसमें एक जब आइडेंटिटी एस्टैब्लिश होती है तो एक रैंडम नंबर जनरेशन होता है, टोकन एक्सचेंज होता है, रैंडम नंबर जनरेशन होता है. वो सभी जो जनरेशन होता है, फॉर दैट देयर इज अ वेरी स्मॉल मेमोरी डिवाइस, अ वेरी चीप मेमोरी डिवाइस दैट दे यूज. एक चीप मेमोरी डिवाइस यूज करते हैं. नाउ इफ समवन इज एबल टू कनेक्ट टू दिस स्विच, इस हार्डवेयर से डायरेक्टली कोई कुछ इंजेक्ट कर दे उसमें, तो उसका वो आइडेंटिटी ऑथेंटिकेशन उसका डिस्ट्रक्ट कर सकते हैं. इट कैन बी डिस्ट्रक्टेड. सो उसको और सिक्योर बनाने के लिए कुछ और अच्छे हार्डवेयर प्रोडक्ट्स यूज करने पड़ेंगे, प्राइस और ज़्यादा बढ़ जाएगा. सो दैट स्टिल रिमेन्स अ चैलेंज कि सबसे कम प्राइस में सबसे जो टफेस्ट एनक्रिप्शन है, सबसे जो बेस्ट एनक्रिप्शन है, ऑथेंटिकेशन है, वो कैसे एनेबल करें. दैट स्टिल रिमेन्स अ चैलेंज. सो दीज आर द चैलेंजेस विद इन IoT. And these are small examples. Somebody is watching hackers breach ring home security cameras. These are things which have actually already happened, wherein people get into the entire infrastructure, and they are able to control, move your camera devices, or your even other devices. They can compromise anything and take all the sensitive information. And mobile security, within this large number of IoT devices controlled from phones. Just I told you, you can't even count. There are so many devices being controlled from a single interface. Taking the example of industries. So for a normal person within your home, at least you can count. You can count that say I have 40 devices that are connected to the IoT or the internet. I have 30, 35, something like that. So these are things that need to be taken care of, and so all these things need to be taken care of. Any time when you are using any new application, so you buy a Wi-Fi enabled AC, and when you install its application, make sure that you have a good antivirus. So there are chances of fraud applications also. There needs to be a separate session for that, because we in I4C we keep a track of all these fake fraud applications as well. So the best thing is to use a very good antivirus. So that any kind of intrusion that someone might try to do can be detected, or any fraud application or anything like that can be taken care of. So a good antivirus needs to be installed on each and every phone. And whenever you are buying a IoT platform or a device, make sure that you are buying from a good brand. So a good company. So IoT platform that I talked about, you can use Azure or Amazon or any other big equivalent companies. So even IBM is there, even several other good companies are there. So जब भी आप कोई सर्विस ऑनलाइन क्लाउड का खरीदें या कुछ खरीदें, make sure you use this top level ones. And devices में भी जो भी है आप कुछ अच्छा top level ये खरीदें. Network and device security. These are very regular things. Everyone understands all that. पासवर्ड नीड्स टू बी स्ट्रॉन्ग एंड चेंज पासवर्ड्स. हमेशा सेम पासवर्ड रख के मत छोड़िए. राउटर में 1 साल तक 2 साल तक लोगों का सेम पासवर्ड पड़ा रहता है. सो ऑल दोज थिंग्स नीड्स टू बी चेंज्ड, एंड अपडेट, रेगुलर अपडेट्स नीड्स टू बी हैपन एट फर्मवेयर लेवल ऑल्सो. तो जैसे आपका राउटर है आपके घर पे, उसका भी अपडेट होता है, उसका भी अपडेट आता है. सो इवन दैट नीड्स टू बी अपडेटेड. दोज थिंग्स नीड टू बी टेकन केयर ऑफ. एंड डेटा सिक्योरिटी, हमेशा अपने डेटा को बैकअप करते रहें. क्लाउड पे रखें या ड्राइव, गूगल ड्राइव है लोगों के पास, गूगल ड्राइव पे रखें या एक्सटर्नल हार्ड डिस्क पे पेन ड्राइव्स पे रखें. एंड एनी कॉन्फिडेंशियल डेटा, जैसे आपका ऑथेंटिकेशन के लिए जो एप्लीकेशन में आपने जो पासवर्ड लगाया, मेक श्योर यू डू नॉट यूज दैट शेयर दैट पासवर्ड विद अदर्स, और यू डू नॉट हैव द सेम पासवर्ड विद अदर एप्लीकेशंस एज वेल. और अपने डिवाइसेस को हमेशा लॉक्ड रखिए. एंड यस, so this is the end of it. Before that, a very small thing and a request that all the viewers who are watching this session make sure that I4C has launched a concept of this cyber volunteer, जहाँ पे आप घर बैठे अपने पूरे लाइफ आप कहीं भी काम भी कर रहे हो, anywhere you are, you become a cyber volunteer for us, for the entire nation actually, and any objectionable content or any controversial content on social media, कोई भी सोशल मीडिया प्लेटफॉर्म लीजिए, ट्विटर, फेसबुक, इंस्टाग्राम, यूट्यूब, कुछ भी है, आप इस प्लेटफॉर्म पे जाके पहले खुद को रजिस्टर कर लें एंड यू कैन फ्लैग दोज कंटेंट्स. सो ये एक बहुत बड़ा मुहिम जो है कैंपेन चला रही है I4C. मेक श्योर यू बिकम अ पार्ट ऑफ दिस एंड आई थिंक यस वी आर मोर और लेस डन. वीडियो प्ले कर दें मैम, ये छोड़ सकते हैं. Okay, so this is all about IoT in a very small short time. This is what we could discuss. Any questions or anything else?
No,
comments?
There is no question left. So how wonderfully you described this particular topic. All the viewers are appreciating you and the information given by you. Thank you so much for this, sir. Sir Amit Giri is with us, consultant from 14C MHA. Sir, thank you so much for this beautiful session.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Dear viewer, now time to tell you how you participate and register yourself in this particular cyber security concern in emerging technologies. That's a 5-day special 5-day 5-hour online training program. So I show you on the screen how you can register yourself and participate in this quiz. So on your screen, you have, first of all, you have to type CIT on any search engine, whatever you like. Choose a browser. Now type CIT there. So you got this window. On this window you have to go on activities section of this menu bar. Click on this. Now go to that second last option, that is workshop and training. Click on this. And after clicking this, we got this page. If you scroll down this window, you show that current activity from this to this time period, from day 1 to day 5, we have a program title, that is online training, cyber security concern in emerging technologies. You have to click on there. Next you got this page. Now scroll down. So in this page you get all the information, each and every information is shared there, and the day 5 schedule is also there. Day 1 we learn Internet of Things, IoT, and day 2 next we going to learn this different topic, and day 5 we are going to learn this. So this is the schedule. In next we are clearly show you the objectives of conducting this training program, and next the program schedule again is showing on your screen. Day 1 we are with Sir Mr. Amit Giri, you are consultant from 14C MHA, and next Sir Deepak Kumar is with us for day 2 program. And this is how to participate. First of all, register yourself. For doing registration, click on this link showing on your screen. After clicking this link, register yourself. Please give your all information, your correct information, and don't forget to give your feedback also, as feedback is also there too. Feedback link is also there, and if you participate in this particular activity or you score 70% and above, you get a participation certificate also. So there is a feedback link, and doing this you have feel free to connect with us and feel free to share any of your feedback with us. So please register yourself and participate in this quiz as you can possibly quickly connect with us. So tomorrow we will meet again at same time on 4 to 5 p.m. and the topic for tomorrow is ransomware, emerging threats and its countermeasures. So expert Mr. Deepak Kumar is with us. Deepak Kumar is a senior cyber intelligence expert, and so as you are all with us, please feel free to your any suggestions with us through our official mail IDs, that is training.helpdesk@ciet.nic.in. So we have a topic for tomorrow, and next in some minutes we are a special Sahyog session also with you. Overcoming from stress of examination is the topic for today. Time to wrap up this particular training program, and we are so happy that we have a beautiful audience with us. Please feel free to connect your all suggestions and your all queries with us, and please connect it with this live interactive session of NCERT. We are so happy to be with you. My name is Srujan Rajput, and time to wrap up the show. Have a nice day. Take care of yourself. Namaskar.